I knew today would be different. And yes, things do seem to be escalating quickly. Judas excused himself this morning, had a errand to run. I guess tonight will indeed be the night. Sent a couple of guys into town already to set up for Passover and got a great place. It's perfect. And though there is a pit in my stomach, I really do look forward to sharing that time with them. I have a couple specific things I hope to accomplish tonight. Just some things to help the guys. First, I want to give them something to remember me by. They've grown up with the Passover meal, and I know it's important to remember all its significance, but I plan to take the two most basic parts of that meal and change their meaning. The unleavened bread will become my body, fleshly body. And then I'm going to take the table wine, and that's going to be my blood. I know they'll think that's strange, and they might even wonder why I chose such simple things. But I just want it to be something that they'll think of me every time they take, and those two things are going to be plentiful. Besides, my father has hinted to me that there's some young hotshot student of Gamaliel who's going to have a lot to say about this communion with me later on. The second thing I hope to do is to teach my friends what following me is really about. I've had the owner of the upper room leave a basin of water for me to wash their feet. I can't say I'm looking forward to every aspect of that, but I am definitely looking forward to the lesson. They've got to grasp absolute humility and learning to put others first. I know I've said a lot about that, but I want this example to remain in their minds forever, and I'd be willing to bet that this story will be told for many, many generations. I don't know what it's going to feel like when I get to Judas. I mean, I've always known with him, but sadly, I wished it was different too. But unfortunately for him, it's the role he was born to play. I think he will have fooled himself to the very end. I fully expect Peter to fight me on the footbath. One thing I deeply love about The Rock is he is wide open all the time. You never have to wonder what he's thinking, and he often regrets when what he's thinking comes flying out of his mouth. Oh, he'll make huge promises tonight of being faithful to me, and don't get me wrong, he will mean everything he says. But when the time comes, his heart will be confused. I think he would be willing to draw his sword for me, but that's not what's going to be called for him. After tonight, Peter will forever hate the sound of a rooster crowing. Unlike Judas, Peter will repent and grow from it all. I truly can't wait to see what my Father will do with him. He's told me it will be powerful, and knowing Peter, it will be brash and loud. John thinks I love him most, and I do love that sweet young man. But Peter will go on to do things the others can't. His voice will bring many people to my Father. He's got to walk through the fire first, though. So, Father, please protect him. He's so special to me. I think once we're finished with the meal, the whole Passover, I'd like to go to Gethsemane for some prayer time. I know it'll be late, but I'll need it. I'm not changing my mind at all, but I will say that if there was another way, any other way, I'd sure be hoping for it. But that's not up to me. And when all is said and done, I'm not changing my mind. And I know that it's my Father's plan. I know my role. I'm nervous and a little scared about it right now. I know that what I'll go through is just physical pain on the outside, but I also know that at some point in the next 24 hours, my Father will turn his eyes from me in shame. I think that will be the final straw for me. I hope it goes fast. I've imagined what it would be like, but I really don't know. I've imagined being able to take it like a man and remain still and confident in my Father's plan. No one enjoys the kind of pain that I expect to go through. I'm really dwelling on the text from the prophet Zechariah today. Strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter. It's going to be an awful, awful night for my guys. Most of them won't know what to do, and they'll probably run. I think I have one that will stay with Mom. My poor mother has known since I was a baby that this day would come. I wish she didn't have to see it. But I think John will be there for her. She fancies him almost like a son, and he has the same affection for her. Oh, Father, please take care of them too. Peter will hang around for a while. Once daylight comes and that rooster crows, he's going to be a mess. I hope I catch his eye before he goes. I need to wrap up what is likely to be my last entry for a bit. It's getting close to dinner time and we need to go. I think if I could go back to the very beginning and have killed that stupid snake before that awful voice of his told Eve those sickening lies. But this is how it's supposed to happen. It's supposed to go like this, and I do love these people. They're worth it. So are you.